Hello, my name is Brooke Murray, and this is my presentation on empathy from a Christian worldview. In this class, we learned about empathy. So, what is empathy? In our textbooks, we learned empathy is an affective reaction that results from the apprehension or comprehension of another's emotional state or condition, and that is identical or very similar to what the other person is feeling or would be expected to feel. In the Bible, we found several different verses and stories on biblical empathy or great empathy or lack thereof. My first story of empathy is the story of Lazarus. In this story, Lazarus has died and everyone is around him, his sisters, and they're crying and weeping and they're calling on Jesus Christ to come and do whatever he can to help them. In John chapter 11, verse 33, the verse is, "When Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who had come along with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled." In verse 35, Jesus wept. This is an example of Jesus' empathy towards Lazarus' family and friends, and because of his empathy, he then goes along to bring Lazarus back from the dead. My example of a lack of empathy, in my opinion, is the fall from the book of Genesis, chapter 3. Because of Adam and Eve's wrongdoings and the serpents as well, God gets very upset and angry and he curses them for eternity. He tells the serpent that he will be cursed to crawl and eat dust and be bruised by Adam and Eve's descendants and ancestors. The woman is cursed to bear children and have the pain of childbirth, and the man is cursed to have a shortened life and to perform manual labor. There's several biblical events that show empathy and can be learned a great deal from, but the event that I'm choosing is the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, because in this event we both see a strong amount of empathy from people that are wiping his brow and just sad and hurt that he's being hurt. And there's also many people that are sitting around and mocking him. One example is from Mark chapter 15, verses 29 to 30. "And those who passed by derided him, wagging their heads and saying, 'Aha, you who would destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days, save yourself. Come down from the cross.'" This shows me that they have lack of empathy, or they are more interested in doing whatever everybody else is doing than worrying about what's actually happening. From this event, I can feel myself have a strong feeling towards Jesus Christ. It hurts. You can feel it. It hurt. It's sad and it's an emotional roller coaster because it's just something that you don't want to have happen. So from this, I learned that you should feel what other people feel and therefore have compassion for people around you and love. And I choose to be not like the ones that mock Jesus Christ, but like the ones that want to save him and help him. What is my faith's impact on my empathy? Because of all the Bible verses that I see of Jesus Christ with his compassion and his empathetic soul, that he wants to help everyone, it makes me want to be a better person. It makes me want to have more love and compassion for other people. And therefore, my faith has a strong impact on my empathy. It makes me want to be empathetic and makes me want to feel what other people feel. So therefore, it escalates my empathy and makes me a more giving and loving character. For my findings from neuroscience, which I found to be absolutely interesting, and how they apply to my understanding of empathy. I thought it was super interesting that the empathy is found in the right hemisphere of your brain, which is also a part of your creativity, and it holds houses that, which is very interesting to me. Does creativity and empathy go hand in hand? The more creative you are, the more empathetic you are, and we can see that a lot in several different artists because they pour out their feelings for other people through their creative side, whether it be paintings or artwork or um, just their writings. So it's amazing to see that the creativity and the empathy reside in the exact same part of the brain. And I found that to be interesting and um, just a really cool scientific fact. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.